Many people say they do not understand the moral side of your teaching, said one of us, and others say that your teaching has no morality at all. Of course not, said Gurdjieff. People are very fond of talking about morality, but morality is merely self-suggestion. What is necessary is conscience. We do not teach morality. We teach how to find conscience. The concept conscience in the sphere of the emotions is equivalent to the concept consciousness in the sphere of the intellect. And as we have no consciousness, we have no conscience. Consciousness is a state in which man knows all at once everything that he in general knows, and in which he can see how little he does know and how many contradictions there are in what he knows. Conscience is a state in which a man feels all at once everything he in general feels or can feel. And as everyone has within him thousands of contradictory feelings which vary from a deeply hidden realization of his own nothingness and fears of all kinds to the most stupid kind of self-conceit, self-confidence, self-satisfaction, and self-praise, to feel all this together would not only be painful, but literally unbearable. If a man whose entire inner world is composed of contradictions were suddenly to feel all these contradictions simultaneously within himself, if he were to feel all at once that he loves everything he hates and hates everything he loves, that he lies when he tells the truth, and that he tells the truth when he lies, and if he could feel the shame and horror of it all, this would be the state which is called conscience. A man cannot live in this state. He must either destroy contradictions or destroy conscience. He cannot destroy conscience, but if he cannot destroy it, he can put it to sleep. That is, he can separate by impenetrable barriers one feeling of self from another, never see them together, never feel their incompatibility, the absurdity of one existing alongside another. But fortunately for man, that is, for his peace and for his sleep, this state of conscience is very rare. Awakening is possible only for those who seek it and want it, for those who are ready to struggle with themselves and work on themselves for a very long time and very persistently in order to attain it. And a man must agree to this work, realizing that the result of his work will be every possible discomfort and suffering from the awakening of his conscience. But conscience is the fire which alone can create the unity which a man lacks in that state in which he begins to study himself. The concept conscience has nothing in common with the concept morality. Conscience is a general and a permanent phenomenon. We may say that there exists the conscience of a man in whom there are not contradictions. This conscience is not suffering. On the contrary, it is a joy of a totally new character which we are unable to understand. But even a momentary awakening of conscience in a man who has thousands of different eyes is bound to involve suffering. And if these moments of conscience become longer, and if a man does not fear them, but on the contrary cooperates with them, and tries to keep and prolong them, an element of very subtle joy, a foretaste of the future clear consciousness, will gradually enter into these moments.